Me say Basintale. Boy, no normal the boy that you rough. Malik Basintale. Already nyanko pon.
Yes, you Malik Basintale. Baya bosumi ni no. Ohun foul. Until you ka odia yarasa.
Exceptional. I know the no na koyinika. Yetina had to uniform. You call a spade a spade. If you share him seat now, you could take you one. Only experience be our man same. On the I have done now by an on your favor of Domamene. Oh, bad abeng. Basintale. No, I'm so bad abeng. Only speech to Akana. Come and let's work together. We are there. On the from Bemian Castle. He has no experience when it comes to the governance of this country. And democracy na practice. And I'm a similar problem. It's a judge. Yes. It is a cassette on Untia. I also say, no.
Abusia, I'm a payment church. We be na Mama Makwa the Maba Rajab Media so. Now, I will someone say, oh my Ghana, about 2 years and say, Yemia Bema Abrantie Malik Basintale. Say, baby, I would done an na enyakura. Na mesre say, oh, ya Ghana near, young farmer, your 7 chain. Na yenyi NDC ni MPP NCPP mipewe mitawe ni adadring na tonchen na yemmo mpaye emfama yenua bema Malik Basintale na yenya ni se bra NDC amonyokuo omo eba aban mu emfie 2025 idiot metima ka se His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wa bro maburu ni papa ya obo modyan se obema maburu bebre no anya kwan ewo Ghana ya manyo semu enti wo hwe obi ti se Sami Jamfi oya brantie pa neso honorable His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wa pam penifo no bebre no ameka so wa pam won bat wo do masi nchen ena wo do obi ti se Sami Jamfi ababe gold board CEO wo do obi ti se Malik Basintale ababe YEA Youth Employment Agency CEO wo do obi ti se onumanyamfo amoakohene ya ono oye Ashanti regional minister, the youngest regional minister Ghana ever had. Any honorable Dr. Amoakohene obasa Ashanti regional or boy jumo papa bema nyame enhirane pa. Na betima ka se maburu bebre no a na John Dramani Mahama wodi wonum ewura na manwosem mu. Na yenu bema Malik Basintale nipa bebre no a edono penasem frisi oba ye no employment ahodo a ekoso ewo the Youth Employment Agency no. In
the meantime, my brothers and sisters, I'm in talks with the indefatigable CEO of the Ghana National Ambulance Service, Dr. George, to allow for you to start an internship program at the district level before your colleagues also come to training and graduate. Most often, the fear is that once you are done, if you go home and then you are seated at home, then you get rusty because you start forgetting some of the skill you've been taught. Obi the beko korenam no be the ebimu diari fufu and yes so if you are part of the system and you start working with them, at least you will be able to train yourself on the job before your colleagues also graduate, because we are looking at the total of 5,000 in the next coming weeks. 6,000, I beg your pardon. And before then, we will need you to get yourself active. And so, Dr. George, this one is an open plea to you that we allow them undertake internships at the various district level. This one is voluntary because you will start your internship and you'll be renewing your skills.
Na and then yenda ko sore ya yesi Malik Basintale sabi obi na no ensebumba otina sumu a wontepe timkaja wada ho ama ya tabire no na kopimo UK abuchi memo sisi waji ayarehwe na sana kwamponi yanko ti abronye secret bi a ode ebaye efa Malik Basintale ho ye pape na ya baba beto so
yesi o Malik Basintale baya bosumi nie no ohun faaw nti wo yuka oji ayaresa onyankopon kan ho no mo ho ban no nsaw yade na sambra fie beye wadwuma as the youngest chief executive officer na mom propaganda yetimi kofa pay slip editro egu asofofo so ewo kroma all because we want power yeditro BSC edie ni nyina no say ye power the lord for ababe audit books ni nyina afede nsema NDC for kan ye no kwan ben so no mo kan o masem afa sai na ye ka kire Ghana for
we dey abronye nsem a waka ye ni o na one god ehye nkombi one god ehye nkombi me de ne betwa to okura na sana no Ghana fo bebre no a na akasa e de afa saade we hu se Malik Basintale uwe ni nchi gonja ene ho ahwan na ofiri mu no a baabi a odwomtoni okonfo kwade ofiri no ene okonfo kwade ehuri ba soro a wonwomtuo mu ene wobubu agu fo mu okonfo kwade sebi manu sisi mu na so ya dane obodamfo no wonu te se hono de sa atifido mpatam wono no de ye pagya wo a ye bebubua mo abafom sebu ye babu no honom empanimfo nko manim na wo abofra so konoma nyame be pagya wa ye okese okukuroko se de ene wo mfa ho ndi sa kwa ene te binom te se Malik Basintale se wa hweyi a mpokura so so rigina na so se Malik ya ebia wontimi nya adwumaden bio se wayi esiwo enu ti Ghana fo ye nyina ye mompaye ye mfa ma ye nua be ma Malik Basintale se baabi oda no ene ye nyan pa ye ntietie dwumadie ne bebre no ane nsem kan ahodo a akoso efa arehosem wa ene atu ye nua be ma Malik Basintale ye wie pe one god prophecy odi tudwa efa Malik Basintale ho ye de no so abrem
Malik Basintale a woye wayefo CEO abusuafo mesere se Samri yenua Malik ohia ye nyina ye mpaibo because Malik dodo no yare a wokwa akwaja yarehwe for some months ni yenua no ye nhye dante ne nka ne nyina ye sabi yare a edokoro no entia me de meka se politics de ade ye yare ani owu ye mfa politics enko ho because what the politics ko ho a emwa nti mesre menuanom MPP for ene menuanom NDC for se yenua Malik Basintale moma ye nyina ye nkai ne mpaibom mesremo pa se moma ye nyina ye nkai ne mpaibom agro na ye di no politics no a ye nyina ye di no yare de ekan ye ho owu nso ekan ye ho se de enigye ba ye nyina ye gye ani bom no sanso na sebi oyaw ba ye nyina nso ye share yaw ni bom nti mesre se emprempren de yenua Malik Basintale a wo ye CEO for why ohia ye nyina ye support ene ye mpaibo nti ohu video we ya share efama wonua se ye mompaye emfama ye na ye nua bema Malik Basintale
I'm impressed with this year's community policing assistance because as part of our MOU we have stated clearly that when the Ghana Police Service commences recruitment, the first point of contact should be from you. And so, the transitioning of you all from being normal civilians to moving into the security corridors had begun. And no one would tell me that the civilian in home is being taken out and a new phase of your life is starting up right from today.
Ladies and gentlemen, today is a day of pride, hope, and a renewed commitment to the safety and prosperity of our beloved country. We are gathered here to mark the opening ceremony of the Community Police Assistance Training Program, which underscores the power of collaboration, the strength of our youth, and the unwavering resolve of this government to build a secure and inclusive society for all. To the young Ghanaians who have been selected for this training, I say congratulations.
First of all, let me take this opportunity to acknowledge the leadership and support of the Minister for the Interior, the admirable CEO of Youth Employment Authority, and all of us could attest to the loud applause that accompanied his introduction. To our dear trainees, you are here for just 3 weeks, but the experience that you will gain will stay with you for life.
My brothers and sisters, on behalf of the Youth Employment Agency, I wish to congratulate you all for the first step in being shortlisted in batch 1 of the Community Policing Assistance of 2025 year. Several others shall join you after you end your training. And so for all those listening outside, if you are not here yet, kindly be rest assured that once you are shortlisted, you will be added onto the batch 2 and the ensuing batches. I wake up every morning and I feel sad that many young people out there still remain unemployed. It is my wish that by the end of the 4th year, at least tenure of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, we should have found a place for every young person out there. If not everybody, but an appreciable number should have been added onto the employed ratio. And that is why I was particularly pleased that the police service promised us that you will not end as community police assistants.
Me, Malik Basintale, I'm a proud son of Gonjaland. My mother was from Damango. I speak fluent Gonja, and I started my political career in the Savannah region. I know the ins and outs and the traditions of Gonjaland. Mr. Akufo-Addo went to the Damba festival. He was given an itinerary and he knew where he was supposed to speak.
Well, can we get that video?
Absolutely. I will interpret the Gonja they were speaking. He doesn't understand Gonja, so he doesn't know what they were saying there. If you can play it and play the sound, I will interpret what the sub-chiefs were saying. The sub-chiefs were shouting on the chief not to stand up. So you see the chief remove his hand and he did this. He said, no, look at it. That's right. He says, I won't get up. He did this. The sub-chiefs were saying, Sankoso in Gonja means don't stand up.
Are you sure?
I'm telling you that I'm a Gonja.
Sankoso.
I'm telling you I'm interpreting Gonja to you. You can call any Gonja into the studio and let him interpret it.
Are you sure?
The sub-chiefs were telling him, Sankoso, don't get up. And the chief removed his hand from his regalia. And then he did this. He said no. And then shook his head this way. Then Mr. Akufo-Addo had to walk to him. Now, interestingly, let me tell you what transpired after. Just because Mr. Akufo-Addo was angry that he had been bruised, his ego had been bruised, he did not spend up to 20 minutes at the program. And Charles, you can ask your party people. Per protocol, and you spoke about itinerary, per protocol, we're supposed to give the opening prayer. The Gonjaland Youth Association president was supposed to speak. The Yegbonra was supposed to give his remarks. President Mahama was supposed to speak. And then, of course, the president of the republic will give his final remarks. Just when the Gonjaland president started speaking, Mr. Akufo-Addo got up and ordered that he wanted to speak and leave, and that his helicopter had already been sparked. He took the mic, he spoke before the Yegbonra, and then immediately when he was done, he left the scene. It was the Gonjaland Youth Association Congress. Everybody, we were all there. He left the scene. So as of today, President Akufo-Addo does not even know the speech the Yegbonra gave. And usually, how can you come to my house?
But the president has various itineraries.
I'm saying that
please end for me.
He agreed and accepted the itinerary that was given to him. As of today, President Akufo-Addo cannot tell what the Yegbonra even said at the venue. How can I invite you to my program? And me, that I'm supposed to speak, so that you listen to me and at least respond as the final man. Just because you were angry and refused to stand, you walk out of the place. And you see, look, Roland, Mr. Akufo-Addo continuously disrespects our traditional authorities. But what saddens my heart is what he has trained Alhaji Bawumia to start doing. And Alhaji Bawumia has decided to start lying to our traditional authorities. Dr. Bawumia went to the Yanes Palace, and you see, Charles, you know this, that when you lie in the palace, in somewhere even in the north, sometimes those days, you could even be turned into a goat. Alhaji Bawumia went to the Yana, looked at him, and told him, I'm going to build an agricultural university for you. Told him, I'm going to build a airstrip for you. Till date, not a single block has been built. And so, continuously, I beg your pardon, continuously, out of the arrogance of President Akufo-Addo and his constant disregard and disrespect to our chiefs, he's gradually training Alhaji Bawumia into that same corridor. And you see, all I want to say is that, look, Roland, power shouldn't make us this arrogant. If power can make you so pompous, if power can make you feel so big of yourself, to the extent that you talk recklessly to traditional rulers.
What do you mean by reckless?
No, I feel sad because.
Meaning what?
But for the fact that
or the 15 of some vagabonds way, Basintale or these militants and Maku 15 echo Dubai that same day on the 11th with the business class. Ghana for Musiko. Obia kwa yeni matresem no wo ukodi lash ukwato abano. That is how they are using your tax money for. That is what they you using your money for? Ukwasara humachi NDC yafi President Mahama ye kwa tuama no eye sanko fa no wo mokwa ye ntutrasem ewo abrekuma wie ye no that night na Basintale de mako 15 ako Dubai ayede wayi yesika enetuaka with the first class with the business class ticket. Basintale ori 11 for nano on any girlfriend any militants in nyina wo mko Dubai ana me catch them say wo na fremane ekoye basabasa de me fed bones here ka wo Basintale kamba no pe so ni man antino kuram ha wote ye no to obuase nano Basintale na daso no owie ya no momisa no say on the 11th oko Dubai na wanko Dubai ye wie abrekuma ba election na no Basintale oni sa vagabond boys no wamko Dubai anadwo no Basintale ticket na me yi atremu me manati ase say ha very good na the producers they answer mo papa ba and na Jordan tia Friday akomu nyewe eduru fie da na bone abo mutim on pese om ko fie ntem ko bia pese okọ no girl anini o obia nhwe 11th July Basintale kodi ensemfon wie ye no anadwona no odo man ni sika producer mane na so anadwona no betim di atonche ne kakra this when I'm fan tunchen. Take it, you know, I mean they take it. Take it very good. Yes. Odin some hunu 11th July. Eye fie dai a okwa omukwa bro nkrofo e ma moja tu omo no. Owie na Malik Basintale. Business class e no twaye. Ana ono na esene no. And that's one no. And tomorrow morning, one country say, oh, yes, small boy okroma. One country Basintale say, oh, yes, small boy okroma, mammy. And I make us say, what convicting on nam. Me and people my by mu, and my men case Basintale de Mlante Kobu obi. Ewa brekuma. And now ye, because born dear me may be.
We have never had a situation of collaboration where we brought into force the community medical first responders. I was out there during the Expo 2025, and I was with Suraj, my brother, and we were seated somewhere eating, and I saw a Land Cruiser passing, and they had written on it, community medical first responders. And I looked at it, and I said, Suraj, this is the vision. In a few months' time, we want to develop the community medical first responder where you become a major unit under the Ghana National Ambulance Service. You'll be absorbed into it, you'll be properly reinforced again, and you become staff of the Ghana National Ambulance Service in a few months to come, or a few years to come. And that is the vision, and that is the ultimate, and that is what we seek to achieve. In the meantime, my brothers and sisters, I'm in talks with the indefatigable CEO of the Ghana National Ambulance Service, Dr. George, to allow for you to start an internship program at the district level before your colleagues also come to training and graduate. Most often the fear is that once you are done, if you go home and then you are seated at home, then you get rusty because you start forgetting some of the skill you've been taught. Obi de beko akore nam, no be the ebi mu di ari fufu. And yes, so if you are part of the system and you start working with them, at least you'll be able to train yourself on the job before your colleagues also graduate, because we are looking at the total of 5,000 in the next coming weeks. 6,000, I beg your pardon. And before then, we will need you to get yourself active. And so, Dr. George, this one is an open plea to you, that we allow them undertake internships at the various district level. This one is voluntary because you will start your internship and you'll be renewing your skills.